Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Bent. And to get a better understanding of the VPK program from another point of view, from another parent, I conducted an interview, and these are my questions and what I came up with. So, I decided to interview a young lady named Kendria Davis, whose 6-year-old name is Carter. He attended the VPK program with my son. And for the first time after having no prior daycare experience, this was a new experience for her. And these are some of the questions that I came up with because I knew her. And like I said, I was a mom myself that my kid went to VPK. So it was kind of like a difference. And I knew the difference. So I came up with these questions to ask her in regards to how she felt about the VPK program that our kids were in. So here we go. Their first question was, what made you choose the VPK program for your child? And Kendria said she chose the VPK program for her son Carter because she felt it was time for him to start learning in a structured environment before kindergarten. Since he had never been to daycare, it was a big step for the both of them, and that she wanted him to have the opportunity to grow academically and socially before he went to kindergarten. So, my next question was, how would you describe your child's overall experience in the program? And I remember this. It was, although Carter would have a tough time and would cry at the drop off the beginning, like at the beginning of drop off, she said the experience turned out to be very positive. With time and support from the teachers, he adjusted well and really began to enjoy school. Kendria described the experience as very impactful, and she loved the difference it made with Carter's academic skills with kindergarten now. What changes or progress did you observe in your child during and after VPK? Kendria says she noticed that Carter became much more sociable and started interacting more with other children. And I think that was a good thing because our kids would start playing with each other, and she wasn't really used to all this schooling, and it was a very good experience for her. She also noticed that he started to communicate more. He started using more words because he was being exposed to all these different children, and communication was the key. He also built confidence and early academic learning skills. My next question was, in what ways did the educators or caregivers support your child's learning and development? She said the VPK program played a big role in supporting Carter's development. They were caring and consistent, and they communicated regularly with Kendria. Like I said, I knew because my child had previously went to other schools and he was enrolled in this school for the VPK program. I knew for a fact that the teachers would communicate, and like Kendra said, their updates and encouragements helped her feel connected and reassured her that Carter was going to be fine in the transition into this new school setting. My next question was, what type of activities or teaching methods did you notice were used in the classroom? And Kendria says she observed that the classroom was filled with like hands-on learning and very structured routines. Like every day they would do the same thing, and the kids, like they would just be walking in a line, and they knew what to do when they walked in, how to put their bags up, where to put their cups. It was just a structured routine that these kids got used to, and it was very beneficial for kids to get into this elementary setting. She said the teachers used display-based activities in small group. It was just very good to instruct the children. The next question was, how do you think the program prepared your child for kindergarten? Kendria believes the program helped Carter tremendously in preparing him for kindergarten. It gave him a strong foundation by helping him get used to being in a school setting, like we said before, the learning routines, and developing those social and academic skills that he needed to transition. My last question was, do you feel that the VPK program reflects what children need to be successful in today's education? Does it help for them to be in this VPK program before they get to kindergarten? And Kendria said, yes, absolutely. She feels that this VPK program is very relevant to today's education. It supports the whole child. Everything, like she said before, she mentioned in those questions, socially, emotionally, and academically, it helps parents stay involved in the process. And she appreciates how it prepared Carter not just for school, but the expectations of the model classroom, like with the socializing and just a whole different environment. The VPK program was very beneficial to her family. Conducting this interview, like I said, I knew her from our children being in the same VPK program, and it was a different experience for her. And I still believe that my son benefit from the program, but like I said, he was already in preschool. So for a parent that never experienced their child being in a daycare setting, it would be a big transition for them. And I'm so happy she conducted this interview with me. And these are my findings, and this is the summary of my interview. Thank you for watching.